Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Debatable
Welcome
episode
back.
15. It's your boy Sakar Aha.
Dentut Ray. What's good, people?
Yeah, man. So, it's been a couple of battles, man. The one that I really didn't want to go over the what's it called, the quarantine with cats ain't really face to face, but I felt like Jae Millz. Did you watch? Did people want Jae Millz?
I watched the one.
I thought it was worth it, because I mean him, being, coming back. I mean, this is what, his second one, because K-Shine was his first one, right?
I watched the pre-battle. What I did was, I don't know if that was an actual battle, but I watched the pre-battle of them talking about what they was going to do, and they kind of spit bars before the actual battle, and I wasn't really too enthused. But Jae Millz, you feel like you got something to prove, do your thing, man. Handle your handle.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think the bars was kind of crazy. I mean, from Big K, Jae Millz, man, he was looking kind of bad, bro. Yeah, for real, like straight up and down. What your man hit him with the no, like your old shit. He said Jae Millz pay bills, waiting for 12 like a stimulus check. Yeah, he was kind of bodied that guy, bro. Even if it was face to face, he was gonna take that L. What else? I mean, Jae Millz had no memorable bars, bro. Nothing memorable. You know what I'm saying? And then the background. Your man had the ill green screen talking about he lived there.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That was the actual quarantine.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what I saw was the actual quarantine.
Exactly.
All right, cool. So yeah, I mean, even what I saw with Jae Millz, you're right. With Jae Millz, he was doing a whole lot of barking, but then he ain't really have the bars to really say, all right, cool. And your man Big K, his whole presentation was dope.
Yeah, it was only one round though.
But even though it was green screen, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The presentation was looking crazy.
Right. It was. But what's it called? He did his thing, man. Big K did his thing, man. Shouts out to Big K. Shouts out to RBE Entertainment.
But shouts out Jae Millz, man. Want to see more with you. I want to see more of you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, nothing but love for that guy right there. He just gotta, kind of, more punchlines. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta kind of be a little bit more, because I think he's coming from the area of probably writing songs and writing music for artists and stuff like that. And this is a competitive sport based on punchlines.
Say he's getting paid
metaphors. Now. Yeah, I mean,
say he's getting published.
I mean, that's all that matters. But I'm saying, but to battle, if he's wanting to continue to build his name as a credible MC, you follow what I'm talking about? He gonna need to really kind of scrutinize what he's saying, because like I said, it wasn't nothing that really left. I couldn't think of one line. I couldn't when I was writing lines down, it wasn't one line I could really say I'm gonna write that line down. But I still think Jae Millz is fire, man. I think he's nice. I just think that it's a little bit different than just rhyming with somebody. You know what I'm saying? In the way that these guys are going directly at you. Yeah, man. I just think that he gotta kind of target his stuff a little bit better. But shouts out to both of them, straight up and down. But
shouts out. DNA killed them.
You think so?
Yeah, I think DNA killed them, man. I think DNA is so seasoned right now. I'm looking at that guy kind of different. You know what I mean? Yeah. Between his tag team with K-Shine and how he did his thing with Drugz just then, I'm looking at that guy kind of different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, DNA definitely got that one. He definitely got that one. I mean, yeah, Drugz ain't even, Drugz, he kind of got like a twerk flow. Obviously, they come from the same,
definitely
they the same team, South Jersey, Team South Jersey, and he was down with twerk. You know what I mean? Yeah, he was down with him. Yeah. That's the whole thing. The whole thing. He brought up the fight. Between him and the guy Moon, which led me to go watch the fight. You know what I'm saying? I had to get, I ain't realize it took place last year.
Okay.
Whatever happened, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was talking about it either way. And I mean, so he went back, he talked about him losing the fight, and he talking about ain't nobody jumping, so on and so forth. So I don't know where that was. It was a tag team Moon and some other dude versus Twerk and Drugz. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, whatever, push came to shove, and it led to the, and that's the whole. And I'm glad I was able to watch it because I was able to understand the whole Geechee Gotti hiding behind the tree.
Okay.
Because I ain't understand why they kept using that against him. I'm like, yo, why they keep talking about this guy hiding behind a tree? Yeah, because, you know, obviously, hey, most people probably seen that already, man. Like, you know, when he saw the action was going on, you know what I mean, he ducked. You know what I mean? His thing is like, I'm not gonna be an innocent bystander. There ain't no way you gonna hear my name. Ain't no way you gonna hear my name.
No casualties over here.
Yeah, you gonna hear my name as an innocent bystander. But yeah, it was just, you know, it was whack, man, for them to have to fight like that. You know what I mean? You know, Cass probably, you know, y'all been seeing the footage of that, I'm sure. But I had to go back and see exactly what was being talked about. But yeah, I definitely gave it the DNA all 3 rounds. I mean,
yeah,
I think
he killed them, man.
I think Drugz, you know, Drugz had a couple of joints, you know what I'm saying? But DNA was killing it, man, with the name flips, that intense drug treatment,
man.
You know, then took shots at the caffeine. You know, the caffeine, what's it called, show that they doing with Smack, talking about caffeine free.
Yeah, I saw, yeah.
They wouldn't even put you on the, well, no, he really did saying they wouldn't even put you on the caffeine free, on the you know, on there to battle for free, you know, to be watched for free. So
right.
That was crazy. What's it called? Opposite, whole different man with 180. Yeah, he was killing it, man. Doc Ock, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Drugz to sleep through the tube. You know, Murder Scene, Perks and Lean. I was feeling it, man. Yeah. Martin and Blue Street.
Yeah.
Dropping jewels on drugs. Yeah, that was crazy.
Right. Those are all those. It's funny. Those are the lines that I picked. Yo,
put down one habit to pick up another.
Right. That was my last line.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. I mean, same lines.
That's everything that stuck out, man.
Yeah. I mean, those. But you know, Drugz had some good ones too. You know, say no. What was it? No hugs and kisses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Coronavirus.
Right, yeah, but coronavirus.
Corona Queens.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
What is it called? Bodied DNA.
Osmosis Jones. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, Osmosis. So I thought that was pretty dope, you know what I mean? But pull DNA out.
Yeah, decompose the threat.
Pull DNA out of the freezer.
Right.
Mitosis splits DNA.
Exactly. But even before that, when he said decompose a threat,
right.
I thought that was crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Dead man walking. Yeah, exactly.
So it was pretty dope. Yeah, he did. But you know, it's like, you know, DNA's delivery, you know, came through second and third round. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Again, that mitosis split of DNA was crazy. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire.
Yeah, that was definitely
DNA
fire.
came back, killed him. DNA's proof Central Park 5. That was crazy.
Right.
Crazy. Moon walk around it, because Moon, you know, that's the guy that he fought. You know what I mean? I didn't know that at first. Drugz got you, the Moon, Space Jam. Drugz got you, the Moon, Space Jam. That was crazy, especially now that I understand what he was talking about. Moon rocks weed. Yeah, damn, he was just going crazy on the weed. I didn't even know that's what he was talking about at first.
Wow.
Yeah, because you're talking about the moon rocks, right?
Right.
You think your buds will break it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You think your buds will break it up,
right?
Yeah,
that was funny. Royal Rumble, but that was over the top. And then corduroy nigga, right? Stacking. You should have had better lines in your material. That was different. That was different. But Drugz came back, right? He had a couple joints. He was talking about.
Yeah, I like that. I got that right. Should have made better lines in your material. I thought that was really creative.
Right.
You know what I mean? Drugz came back. He definitely came back.
Right.
Those I know. Those I know the best. Talking about, you know, gun bars. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty. You know, it was organic and creative. So I had to really acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what am I going to do?
Facts.
I'm going to do gun bars.
Right,
you know what I mean? I thought that was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? He got the crowd up in there. You know what I'm saying? He said 50 cal going through you. He says bucks in your breast. Like your grandma's stash. That kind of landed with me. You know what I mean? I like that. Was pretty dope. He said, "Kill the ex."
That was hot. Yeah,
kill the ex. Either kill the ex if I can. If kill the ex if I can't have you, no one can.
Yeah,
that was
crazy.
Dope. That was crazy.
Yeah.
It landed. You know what I mean? So
fire.
Drugz, you know what I mean? Drugz, I could see him being one of them guys. Yeah, man.
Definitely got potential.
I could see him being one of them guys. You know what I'm saysaying? So round 3 for me, you know, your man just killed it. Like,
DNA bodied.
He just bodied it. You know what I mean? So see. Glitching more than the caffeine. You know, like he was.
Right. That was the shot of caffeine.
Yeah,
right there,
glitching more than caffeine. What is it called? Corny for not. So I'm corny for fighting in a place where you're not supposed to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In a place where I'm not supposed to fight. You know what I mean? So he's basically that whole line. You know what I mean?
Right.
That whole line about you calling me corny. Because I'm not fighting in a place that I'm not supposed to fight.
Right.
And then he just got really, he started to drop science. You know, he started to speak knowledge. You know what I'm saying? What I mean? But and it landed.
Right.
That whole thing landed. You know what I mean? So that's why I really felt round 3 with him, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He said scream mid window, Earl Mandigo. You know what I mean? That was dope. When MBN, I'm still peeling shells. I don't know.
Peeling drugs?
Yeah, peeling drugs, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that was fire.
But like all them lines back to back, you know what I mean? From him dropping bars to him dropping jewels to him just like his ending, then calling out Earl Mandigo, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm like, it just landed, you know what I mean? And what I peeped that was really unique with Drugz,
right.
Joining NWX, you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was dope. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know.
Yeah, I wonder how your man felt about that, because that was basically a shot at your man, right? Twerk. That's supposed to be his man. I mean, he sound like Twerk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was rolling together. I don't know all the ins and outs, but all of a sudden, I don't know, it was just one of them vibes. It just kind of felt a little funny after that. It looked a little funny.
Right.
Like everybody wasn't too happy about it. But yeah, it was crazy though.
Right.
It was crazy. Big T back. I'm gonna talk to Tuna. He started talking to different cats. Ted Bundy, represent yourself. That was fire. You know what I'm saying? Pat Stay Bar was dope. You know what I mean? And then that was dope, man. Shouts out to DNA, man. Shouts out to Drugz. Who put that together? That's a good one.
That was I want to say a new battle company.
Yeah, that was a good one, man.
Yeah, it was.
I'm gonna let y'all know, man. I'm gonna get back to y'all, man. On who that was, man. But yeah, man, it's been a lot going on, man.
A lot going on, man. Twilight Zone, man. 2020 visions.
Yeah,
do y'all see it? Is it clear?
Did they see it?
Man, wow. All I could say is wow, bro. It's like from the research of what's going on right now, it's a lot going on right now. Man. I want to say shouts out to Keke Palmer for being out there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going out there,
right?
You know, with the protesters and you know, just showing her face and being consistent with what's going on. You know, shouts out to her. You know what I mean?
And it looked like, I don't know, but the battle was on DNA's channel.
Right.
DNA's channel. So, you know, that's what's up. But yeah, that's what's up, man. Y'all already know if y'all ain't see it, it's on DNA's channel. But yeah, Keke Palmer, man, that's what's up, man. It's about that. I'm glad that all 4 of them being charged right now. Yeah. That's super important.
Yeah.
You know.
But you know, I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted, man.
Okay.
Online, man, it's a couple of things going on, man. I'm conflicted, man.
Right.
Shouts out to Austrian Audio.
Exactly.
Y'all hear how crispy we sound,
Shouts out to freedryork.com.
Freedryork.com, man. Word. Check it out so y'all can see another black man being convicted, 135 years. You know, get updated on who Dr. York is, man. Like Dr. York did a lot for the culture, for the game. You know, brought knowledge into our urban communities where before there was the YouTube, before there was Google, that was like, you know, the books that you went to find out the what's what. Shouts out to the freedryork.com, man. But I'm conflicted, y'all. I'm really conflicted. They're saying that a lot of the people that was in the whole George Floyd thing are actors. Somewhat like what took place with that school the kids got shot up in Connecticut.
Yeah.
They're saying that's what's going on. They're saying the same people that was in the Boston Marathon bomb are the same people.
Yeah, but what happened to the fact that the cop knew the guy from a place they used to work together in?
Yeah, it's a lot, man. Then the lady that's saying that the boss lady is saying she's the same lady from the mother, one of the mother of the child that died in Connecticut. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
And they got these pictures, but nowadays Photoshop and how they be doing with Photoshop or in the computer. You don't know what's what. You follow what I'm saying?
You really don't. But you don't gotta do that though to set it off. You could because a black man gonna get killed again. Right, even right now.
Right now.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't think if the goal is to set off civil unrest, I don't think you gotta set up.
Right.
I don't think you gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Because again, somebody gonna get shot. There's gonna be because it's systemic. Everybody keeps saying the same thing, obviously, right? I mean, you even had the United States, the United Nations rights chief or human rights chief,
right?
Criticize what they call structural racism in the United States, urging the country's leaders to, quote, condemn racism unequivocally, end quote, and address the, quote, deep-seated, end quote, grievances at the heart of the protests that have broken out in the hundreds of cities following the police killing of another black man.
That's crazy.
So I mean, I don't think that you gotta do that. I think everything is, the elements are already there for you to be able to just strike a match and for the explosion to take place. And then again, I would want to know where's the guys. They just said that they knew each other. They worked together at a bar.
Right.
What happened to that whole thing? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they was working. Dude he knew him. I don't know. These are just different stories that I heard, but you actually were building on that story.
Yeah, I mean.
So how do those connect or not connect?
It was one of them things that was online where the boss lady,
right,
for both of them came up and said that they did work together at the club.
Right.
One was a police officer, the other was a security guard.
Right.
George Floyd was a security guard, obviously.
See that sounds real. That sounds real though. That sounds real. Like
it's a bit much, man.
It sounds real valid right there, man.
It's a bit much, man.
I know they trying to push the MK Ultra thing, and I'm not saying that it don't exist.
Yeah, man. Sure.
But
that's a bit much, man.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, you had people trapped up for. You know what I'm saying? For what? 3 months, 2 months, trapped in the house, never before, ever done before. I mean, you anything could have popped these people off, and I think that was that I think was known. I think it was known that you trap people in the house for a certain amount of time. I think it was known that these triggers is gonna do this, then do that.
Mm-hmm.
You follow what I'm saying? But did it? Because I saw the other video with the guy Badge. Remember, what was the whole thing about that guy? The badge. The whole thing about
the
guys came out with the vests. Yeah, did we talk about that already?
Yeah,
on the last show. The guys came out with the bulletproof vests.
Not at all. Like
right.
You
can see the vests under their thing. I mean, it definitely
the vest is over their clothing. It's like they have earpieces on, they have vests on. I mean, it's like when do you see EMS people coming out to a scene or with bulletproof vests on? I've never seen that before. Maybe that's something that goes on in Minneapolis, but I've never seen that before. You know what I mean? So that was kind of interesting. You follow what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know, man. There's a lot going on out here, man, that we need to be paying attention to. And not only just paying attention to it, we got to be able to know how to de-escalate a situation. If the police don't know how to de-escalate the situation, bruh, y'all need to find out how to de-escalate the situation, bruh. Y'all just can't be out there thinking y'all able to shoot the one with the cops, man. It's not gonna happen, man. We in a day and time. Do y'all know how many police officers I saw basically letting the protesters destroy the vehicles? But then you in a time right now where Trump, small business or business loans or SBA, you're able to get loans for all these damages that's taking place with these stores and these police vehicles and all these rioters. Like, it's like they're going to get compensated by the state. You follow what I'm saying? So I see in New Jersey how the police has got these cars lined up to get destroyed because there is no tactical weapons in the trunks. Mm-hmm. None of the trunks of these police cars have tactical weapons. Mm-hmm. And that's where they keep the tactical weapons is in the trunk. The big shotguns, the automatics and everything else is being in the trunks. And they ain't none of them being found. You follow what I'm saying? So it's like with someone within the crew, they don't see that's a setup.
Right.
They don't see that, okay, the piles of bricks that's just sitting there waiting for y'all to come and start throwing it. And then you got these groups that's within the groups, the anarchists. These guys, they like ready to set everything on fire. What's that? 12 Monkeys? Man. These are the guys from 12 Monkeys. You follow what I'm saying? And they straight out here, man, ready to set the whole thing on fire, man.
Yeah, man.
So it's crazy, man. Pay attention, man. Stop sleeping, man. It's a whole new day, man. It's Twilight Zone for real, for real.
That's a fact because, matter of fact, the what's it called? The people you talking about, they called the Boogaloo. You seen them? You seen them guys?
That's just a sect called the Boogaloo.
Yeah, no, but it's a few different of them. It's a bunch of them.
Right.
They got different sects of Boogaloo. And they basically saying, some are leftists, some are racist, and a lot of them condemn racism, so on and so forth. And they out there with the guns. And they posting on social media talking about blow a cop head off, like something like that. I forgot exactly what the words that was said.
Off the chain.
It was damn near that, man. It was damn near that. And basically, the crazy thing is that Boogaloo come from what hip hop. That's like West Coast, I think. Break popping and locking,
crushing groove. Groove.
Well, they got the movie Electric Boogaloo,
right?
Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, then they got the Boogaloo. I think on the West Coast is like dealing with popping and locking. It's something like dealing with that. So it's like, oh, y'all just gonna take a hip hop term and put it up in there, but basically, they mind is the second Civil War.
Yeah,
that's what they looking at. They like, it's gonna be a second Civil War. It's gonna be a second Civil War, and we preparing for it. Yeah, man, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Now it's a different day and time, man. I just think that we need to be able to pay attention to what's going on, and not really feel the narrative. We don't have to feel the narrative as extras in a movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't have to do that, bro.
What you think about the Prime Minister? He said Black Lives Matter for UK. Did you see that?
Nah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he said, of course, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm just saying that to say that, shit, you can't get the President of the United States to say it. They got this guy saying it.
Yeah, the President's narrative is a bit different, man. He has to have the stern role, you know what I'm saying? When you got people like Candace Owens, which is a African American woman, and her whole stance is that you can't be trying to basically give George Floyd or Ahmaud Arbery, any of them guys, a ticket out if they get killed because they criminals. You follow what I'm saying? So her whole thing is like, these guys are criminals, man. Just because they're criminals and they got killed, you follow what I'm saying? That don't make them martyrs. You follow what I'm saying? So that's her whole stance, her whole mentality.
Who's that?
Candace Owens.
Okay, I know. That's the light-skinned black lady, right?
Yeah.
That's who was rocking with Kanye West at first.
I don't know if she was rocking with Kanye West.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but her whole thing is like, her whole thing is like, very, stern, very super conservative. Her husband is white.
Yeah, that's her.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's her. She was behind Kanye West when he was supporting Trump.
Okay.
She was the one behind him. That's why then he stepped back and was like, you know what? I feel like I've been manipulated. Remember?
Yeah, I remember when you said that.
And that was her. I'm using deductive reasoning now. I don't know, y'all out there might know a little bit better, but he disassociated with her in that whole movement. You follow what I'm talking about?
I got it.
But he was, matter of fact, he brought her on to TMZ. When they were on TMZ together, talking. And he had her answer some of the questions.
Got it.
So
now it's kind of crazy because her mindset.
She's like the Stacey Dash. She's a more
definitely
intelligent Stacey Dash.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, she's definitely more seasoned, and it's like that's too. That's a particular mindset that exists right now during all this turmoil, and so Trump gonna have his stance. You follow what I'm saying? So his stance is his stance, and I just think that we gotta really be prepared for this overall narrative that's being played out in a country where we're only 40 million. You know what I mean? Like by the number that we consist of, it's alarming that we don't even comprehend how to de-escalate a situation with a police officer when this guy, he's already got in his mind 50% of the way to lock you up or hurt you. So you got to figure out how you about to de-escalate the situation so you can make it home. Not get hyped, not start showing how tough you are, because my man, between that taser and that bullet, you got no wins. They're not playing for you to win. So that's really where my mind is at. Like, how do we figure this out? Like, how do you guys figure it out so y'all don't continue to die?
So you know what I mean? Okay, so wait a minute. I thought it was the president of Ghana that said that that African Americans should leave America. Was the president? That's what I heard. That was the rumor. But
I haven't looked into it.
What I'm reading right now is the minister of tourism said, you do not have to stay where you are not wanted forever. You have a choice, and Africa is waiting for you. So that's not the president. But I mean, it's still a powerful statement.
Yeah, it's
still a powerful statement.
Yeah,
coming from obviously from Ghana, coming from Africa, and but look, it ain't really going nowhere, because look, when you Google it, maybe I'm Googling it the wrong way, but I don't see a whole lot of links leading to it. It's definitely not. That's not trending.
But speaking about the what is it, flying and stuff, international LAX, international airport has just announced that they will allow travelers to bring small amounts of legal marijuana through security. But in their carry-on bags. Right. So I'm just letting y'all know that's just y'all heard it from us first. Debatable. But
then when you land, what happens when you land in Atlanta? I mean, or you land in Georgia?
It might be a setup for you to get.
Same place. It might you land in Jersey.
It might be a setup for you to get caught out.
Legal marijuana is all 50 states now, I'm being told.
Medically.
Yeah, I said legal marijuana. Yeah, medical marijuana, all 50 states right now. That's what I'm being told. Yeah. I'm being told you don't even need a license to sell it.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I'm being told. I don't know how real that is.
Wow.
But, yeah, man.
Hey, yo, Sirius Jones. He got locked up.
What?
Yeah, man.
For what?
Yo, shouts out to him, man. Get out safe, man.
For what?
Man, he been locked up since February.
For what?
Man.
COVID-19. He couldn't get out during the COVID-19 situation.
Well, his situation is kind of complex.
Okay.
I mean, the Plainfield, New Jersey rapper, a battle rapper, has been charged with human trafficking, pimping, pandering, robbery, and assault with a deadly weapon.
They keep talking about pimping in his rhymes too.
And that he is being held without bail.
Damn.
Yeah. So Sirius Jones, man. If you ever hear this, man, you definitely MCWAR's you definitely an MCWAR draft pick. However you got caught up, you know what I'm saying? Wash it off, you know what I mean, and get back to work, bro.
Damn.
Definitely get out of there. This, it's not the time to be getting caught out. Definitely not the time to be getting caught out, man, with these people, man.
Yeah, man. And also shouts out to Al, man.
Al.
He's still sitting, man.
He's sitting still, right?
Yeah, he's been sitting in there for like about, sounds like about a year.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, shouts out to him, Jersey City, man. Guys gotta really just kind of, make, try to keep it out the streets, man. You know what I mean? Like, gosh, man. But you see YG just dropped his F the Police video, right? The visuals for that joint, dropped yesterday.
Wow.
500,000 people watched it.
Crazy.
They've been talking a lot about the whole YG joint, man. YG been doing this thing, really being real voice, real voice of what's going on, ever since the F Trump situation.
Right,
you know what I mean? I know part of it is exposure, but shoot, it's better than nothing because it ain't too many people that was really rapping anything, any type of messages, period. So, even if it's a wrong message sometimes, it's better than nothing.
For sure. And the one thing I want you guys to pay attention to, y'all, I'm going back to this COVID-19, man. How come we're not hearing alarming rates of people dying from corona?
That's a fact.
Why we're not hearing alarming rates of people dying? I'm talking about a list of people dying from out of Chicago, Detroit. Why we not here? I'm saying, why not? I mean, because these people are gathering and they're not utilizing social distancing. They're out there.
Definitely out there.
You know what I'm saying? In each other's face, passing around blunts. I mean, I don't know, I'm paraphrasing, but they're out there.
Man, they talking about, right now they saying Seattle is the closest they've seen to a lawless state, bro.
Wow.
It's going digital out there.
It's going
crazy
digital
out there. You are entering free Capitol Hill. That whole thing, like it's a lot going on.
Mad Max, man. They're preparing it for Mad Max, y'all.
That's a fact.
Y'all gotta be serious about what's going on, man. I mean, you gotta pay attention, man. What's crazy about it in 2020 with 2020 vision with what's going on, cats are still slumped over sleep, man. Yeah. Slumped over sleep, talking about,
But again, it's
taking
really,
a beam
it's
and
really not. It's really not.
Sands
it's not really the African American. When it's not black people doing this stuff, man. This whole
under siege,
even all the way since what's it called? Since Occupy, man. Since the whole Occupy, man. That they've been wanting to do this, man. The Occupy movement was. It was that whole 1% thing. You weren't seeing no black people out unless they were homeless.
Right.
Occupy Atlanta, the only black people there were homeless.
Right.
For the most part.
Right.
You know what I mean? Them people Caucasian. Them people white. They the ones got an issue right now with how things are going.
I mean, for real, like, do we comprehend that the majority of the United States of America is Caucasian? Like, I'm serious. Like, it's 330 million or 323 million. I'll pull up the exact number of millions, right? But out of that 323 million, we only make up 40 million of that. Like, for real, y'all. Like, do y'all really comprehend what's going on? Like, we are the minority.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, and exactly how it was said that they would look like too. You see that? With
Misfits, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So it's
they're not playing, man. They upset. They ain't feeling how it's going up.
Nah, man. We're like roaches. We adapt. You know what I mean?
You see, they talking about defunding the police. I wonder how far that's going to go.
That's crazy, man.
I mean, the moment you defund the police, then now it's malicious.
It's Mad Max.
It's malicious. It's definitely malicious. It's definitely gangs. It's getting ugly right now, man. Then what's it called in the UAE? What's it called? The United States Embassy out there. They didn't want to get tested for COVID-19, so the guys like,
want to get tested.
Hey, listen, we'll come test you guys, right? They were like, nah, we good.
and pretty soon, everybody's gonna be like, nah, I'm not getting tested for it. You follow what I'm saying? And what happens is, the moment you're saying you're not getting tested for it in a place where it's mandatory testing.
Well, they politely declined, right? Based on.
But then when it's mandatory testing,
due to privacy concerns, but it's diplomatic immunity, so they probably like, they can't obviously they can't force it. They can't force it.
Well, they about to put a situation so they can.
Yeah, man, that's looking crazy, man. Yeah, man. I didn't even know there's one of the bright stars prospects in tennis, man. Is a brother, man. It's a black guy, man, named Francis Tiafoe. And he also stood up for what's going on with George Floyd, too, man. Says the lack of diversity in the sport makes him feel like an outsider. Everybody's really voicing, so he's talking about, how he's feeling like an outsider within tennis or whatever. But everybody's talking about this thing right now, man. It's getting everybody's using this opportunity to go ahead and bring further exposure to the disparities and all this stuff, man. But yo, man, I'm telling you, that Boogaloo thing, man, is crazy, man. Yo, these guys are. It's them that you see raging next to these guys, man. They heavily armed, anti-government extremists, right? And basically, there was an alert from one man who had run in with the Minneapolis police while on the front line of the police brutality protest set off by the death. Okay, he called mace to the face. You heard?
Wow.
And put out a national notice to our network. So I mean, these guys are really organizing, man. Wow, man. But also the whole thing, the George Floyd thing, is spilling out over into spilling over the U.S. borders because
it's France.
It's showing solidarity spreading across European capitals, even in the war-torn ruins of Syria, right? Allies and adversaries are weighing in, and some international officials like Hong Kong chief executive are using this response to accuse the U.S. of double standard.
Damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yo, listen, right now it's ugly. It's definitely ugly right now, man. They're gonna have to figure something out, man. But I don't know, man. I don't know if it's gonna stop. Dave Chappelle, man, I guess he said something about Don Lemon. I don't know if it was good or bad or whatever, but
yeah, Don Lemon's an interesting guy.
Yeah, they on him right now. Guy. Yeah, I mean, he's listen, we already know that it's all they're creating what they're creating. He does a good job though, man. He does a good job.
He's an interesting guy. You know what I mean? He's what is it called? An acquired taste of a thought. You know what I mean? So it's like, I've never seen a guy like him before, and he got a particular stance. So I'm just really trying to comprehend.
Yeah, I mean, he's the type of guy like I don't know. I can't even say I seen any like him either. You know what I mean?
No point. He's a very interesting guy.
There might be a few in the political realm. In college. You know what I'm saying? I think I might have seen one in the city of Atlanta. I've seen a few of them in the city of Atlanta. Except the one that I'm thinking of, he was gay. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying nothing against gay people, but but he was a gay guy, man. And yeah, he kind of, it was like looking at a Don Lemon, you know what I'm talking about? Right. His perspectives and stuff like that. But, I mean, you got people that really feel like, they want to kind of make changes from the inside out.
Right.
Come in and, enter into politics, enter into, news reporting and try to change the system. And, I think a lot of people have good intentions, but a lot of that stuff is unrealistic. Like I said, because if it ain't them, wow, where is this at right now?
Amsterdam.
Right now? Huh? What? Amsterdam 21 hours ago. Yeah. Golly.
They out there, man. They showing up for George Floyd.
Wow. I mean,
they're showing up for him everywhere.
Yeah, it's about that, man. It's about that.
Everywhere.
I can't lie. I cannot lie. But anything else? If not,
man, come on, man. You guys, man. Thanks again for Patreon. Checking us out on Patreon. Really, really, really appreciate that. Go to www.mcwar.com. Pick up a T-shirt. Black Lives Matter. Black Dollars Matter.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Black Moms Matter. You follow what I'm saying? Like, definitely participate and what's that? Patreon. Patronize. That's the word. Definitely participate by patronizing. You follow what I'm saying? And we here, man. It's debatable, man.
Yeah, man. Shouts out freedryork.com. Shouts out austrianaudio.com.